next presentation, it looks like she is ready. This is Amesite, ticker AMST. It's Anne-Marie Sastry. She is CEO and chair over at Amesite. How's it going?
Going well. How are you today, Brent? Happy Friday.
I know, I love Fridays, and I'm excited to be helping out today. The event has been going awesome so far, and I'm sure you're going to keep the momentum going here.
Hope so. We're pretty excited about what we're doing at Amesite. So.
Awesome. We'll take it away, Anne-Marie.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Are you going to go ahead and activate that, or do I?
So you have to hit on. You have to hit it on your end.
Got it. There you go.
I see it. Yep. Awesome.
Great. Well, happy Friday, everyone, and thanks so much for letting me be a part of the Benzinga conference. We're very excited to be here. I'm very excited to be here on behalf of the team. My company, Amesite, is an artificial intelligence software company. We're a SaaS business, and our mission is to improve the way the world learns. Before getting into details, I have the forward-looking statements. And getting right to it. Why a SaaS company for online learning? Well, first, it's a huge market opportunity. It addresses multi-billion-dollar online learning markets in business and education. We have a unique business model for a transparent B2B business that creates a growth opportunity for revenue for our customers and for anyone who wants to deliver learning. Third, we have a proven technology that scales. Our customers love us, and if anybody has a few minutes, if you'd like to visit the website, there are case studies available on the web that shows has our customers talking about us and how they love the solution. Fourth, we have a solution that customers love. They have great user experiences, very scalably. And then finally, fifth, these markets are urgently in need of growth. Online learning is the future for professionals, particularly. The vast majority of CEOs report that they have not enough skills among their work cohorts in order to execute on their strategic plans. These markets are large and growing very rapidly. Some of our wins to start off. First, in sales, we actually had the opportunity to teach the Ford management team AI. Amesite not only delivered that learning experience on our platform, but also created all the content. And global managers were able to upskill in AI, demonstrating very high quality and satisfaction and outcomes. Ford took the unusual step of signing off on a press release on that. You can read about that as well. Another company, EWIE, a group of companies, were piloting an entire global solution for them as a turnkey learning system that allows them to track the learning across regions, geographies, expertise, and time zones to track people, teams, and locations easily. This is really important because when companies want to deploy workforces on strategic problems, they need to know right away what the learning status is, what the skill level is of their people so that they can assign the work efficiently. And EWIE is taking that step. Another great example, Warrior Tech Source for the Enterprise, a Wayne State University program. This learning ecosystem has been called the most advanced in the industry. Wayne State is an outstanding institution located in Midtown Detroit, and they are very committed to making sure that their alumni keep their skills up. Many of them learned to build traditional vehicles, and now the auto industry is quickly shifting to build electric vehicles and autonomous vehicles. And so Amesite has created products for Wayne State to launch that will be sustainable and will achieve their public mission of educating their cohorts. In terms of product, the biggest number that we're very proud of is 98%. 98% retention across all Amesite products, and there are some quotes there. How do we achieve 98%? Well, quickly, I'll talk with you about some of the technology under the hood and how we do that, including design, and design is simple and easy to use. Our technology on the right-hand side has outstanding video streaming capabilities, top security, efficient infrastructure management, and intelligence that drives the solutions. Bottom line is we're a scalable B2B solution in several markets that are blowing up. So meet Amesite. This is a few screenshots of the platform. We're a cloud-based platform and content creation services, and we provide fully managed, customized learning community environments for our customers. Our mission, like I said, is to improve the way the world learns, and additional key accomplishments. We've won major organization-wide sales to become the sole L&D platform for several institutions and demonstrated, as I said, industry-leading retention rates across all of our programs. Some of our customers are actually very well-known nameplate customers, and we've been awarded not only for our technology, but important as our intention is to scale with purpose. So we've won 6 different Workplace Excellence Awards. We are a fully remote business, and 2 of those awards were national awards. The bottom line is that when you look at all these SaaS businesses that are exploding and changing the way business is done, COVID has accelerated that clearly. Music, retail, and banking leapt ahead, but education has been called the worst experience on the internet. That can't be the case, not for society, and there's a giant unmet need that Amesite is addressing. So our model in markets, simple. We offer SaaS scalability and flexibility, and we target high margins and high annual recurring revenue. We have simple and easy to use contracts, setup fees, course creation fees, maintenance fees, and user fees that allow us to scale. We're adaptable and flexible and can scale with our customers. For enterprise solution, Amesite is the solution that scales easily. Some of our customers don't even have IT people. You don't need it with the Amesite solution. It's that easy to use. We deliver courses and the platform, and that makes us unique in the industry, uniquely able to address the pain of standing up something that's important. A quote from the CEO of the Henry Ford Museum is shown as left, saying that the results so far have been unparalleled, and they can achieve their goals using the Amesite platform. So we deliver for the whole enterprise, or we even deliver smaller solutions, all flexibly. In higher ed, we drive revenue for our partners. Higher ed chooses Amesite because of our advanced technology and also our high retentions that result from that. We deliver ecosystems that generate revenue. Wayne State University is a classic example. They're offering programs now that alumni pay for that can become self-sustaining and deliver value to the institution and to the users. And of course, Amesite can scale very fast that way. We're delivering experiences that build loyalty as well. And so leveraging these alumni relationships is very important. Just by the numbers, alumni typically outnumber matriculated students by about a factor of 10 to 1. So that's a growth area for universities to sell products into. A case study is shown here. This is the Henry Ford. And the Henry Ford has launched what is called InHub, which is an Amesite-built product that is a learning environment, and it's called a learning community environment. You can see a quote from the Chief Learning Officer at left, Lucy Howell, who talks about how important InHub is to achieve their mission and how they appreciate, as we do, the partnership. The challenge was to not only deliver learning, but also to increase access to the Henry Ford's prodigious collection of artifacts, 26 million to be specific, providing insight into 300 years of American innovation. Amesite, as InHub's, as Henry Ford's partner, not only delivered the learning community environment, but also integrated other pieces of the Henry Ford's digital footprint, enabling Henry Ford to offer an integrated learning experience. We can do that because of the architecture of our code, and I'll talk about that in a bit. Wayne State is another example I've talked a little bit about, where they are focused on helping professionals be successful, and they have credited us with being able to go faster than they ever could have. If you look at universities in general, teaching schedules are typically laid out 18 to 24 months in advance, making it very difficult for universities to quickly build programs because they're almost always built by faculty. In the case of Amesite, we utilize subject matter experts and content developers who are professionals, including frontline staff, to build content efficiently and fast. We can stand up over 10 or a dozen programs in 30 days flat. It's a blistering speed compared to what's typical in academics. And as an academics partner, we can produce these revenue generating centers. So what is the technology? Well, first off, Amesite uses AI to improve learning. We drive engagement by reading. Our bots read hundreds of thousands of articles a week from qualified sources and serve them up along with content and analytics that make the experience, the learning experience, fresh every single time. We also use best-in-class code and architecture, where an Angular Node.js Postgres database shop were built with similar tools as Netflix and PayPal, and they auto-scale right out of the box. And finally, Amesite Tech supports simple, scalable solutions across the enterprise that can integrate other pieces of code easily. So whereas some of our competitors in the marketplace do not do that as a rule, we do, because it's easy for us to do it. It's straightforward for us to do it. and it builds an incredible value for our partners. So if we look at the investment landscape quickly, we have what are called the learning management systems, the LMSs. Some of these companies include Pluralsight, Stride, for example, Blackbaud. We are disrupting the LMS, but we view this space as a potential customer space as well, because we have the ability to deliver a premium product for any of these companies. There are a group of companies called OPMs, or content curators, program managers, and service providers. We believe this sector will continue to spur advancements in learning market. And again, we look at these companies as potential partners. And then finally, there are platforms for the future of work. And as you know, COVID accelerated the future of work, and many companies now are looking at having up to 30%, sometimes more, of their workforces work remotely. Amesite is an ideal L&D partner because we integrate other data sets. The rich data sets that come from learning and development experiences can be leveraged and utilized across other functionalities of the company with Amesite as a partner, and our competitors just don't do that. Our leadership and board are shown on slide 14 if you're watching the presentation. About myself, I'm an engineer by training. All of my degrees are in mechanical engineering, applied mechanics. I undergrad Delaware, PhD Cornell. After my doctorate, I went off and programmed in the Big Cray at Sandia National Labs. There I was recruited to the University of Michigan, where I served on the faculty for 17 years as a professor. While a professor, I started 2 large research centers, one in bioscience and one in clean tech, and also started a large global graduate program, which in many ways was the genesis of Amesite, because I did not like the tools I had to work with. So that stuck in my mind as that was on my to-do list. I also started a company when I was a professor. It was quite successful, SACTI3. We set a world record for energy density in a battery cell. We're honored at the White House. I was honored at the White House by President Obama on behalf of my team for technology and entrepreneurship. And we sold that business to a company called Dyson for $90 million about 4.5 years ago. After that, I went to work at Dyson as a couple of years as an executive and built up teams across the planet, and then decided to start this company. My colleagues on the board are exemplary individuals. We have successful real estate developers and professionals who have been in business a long time and are very interested in growth, including Anthony Barquette and George Parma. We have Barbie Brewer, who ran talent for a little company called Netflix, and she is an amazing advisor on people. Mike Losh was the former CFO of General Motors, and of course chairs our audit committee and has vast and extensive experience in all kinds of fields and served on multiple public boards, as has Gil Oman, who's the former CEO and chief medical officer at the University of Michigan. Among his accomplishments, in addition to being a White House advisor for many years and serving on every blue ribbon panel you can imagine, has also served on the board of Amgen as one example. Richard Ogawa is on our board as well. He's regarded as one of the best patent attorneys in the world and served as general counsel for Infi, which was just acquired by Marvell for $10 billion. And he was the general counsel in that transaction as well. So we have an amazing board of directors, and we're excited about the future. Thank you very much for listening, and happy to answer any questions you may have.
Anne Marie, I know Amesite is based out of Detroit. Are you in Detroit?
I'm located in Ann Arbor, Michigan, actually.
Nice.
So, yeah, and our people are all over the place. So we have people all over the country. It's easy for us to recruit because people don't have to move, which is great.
Right.
The first company I had the experience of moving people at Amesite. It's very quick, so we can build quickly. And we find awesome people because of our mission.
Awesome. Love it. I mean, it's good to see a fellow Detroit company. Maybe I'll go walk down the street a little bit later and knock on your guys' office and say hello. So yeah, let's get, I have one good question here. I think for you. So, you were touching on some of the application for like a Henry Ford or like a higher education institute like Wayne State. Can give me a specific example of how a user is like an alumni is using the software.
Right. So an alum gets an email from their institution. They love their institution. And so they open it and they see an opportunity to come learn about electric vehicles. They may be working at a big car company, working on IC engines. And meanwhile, the CEO says, we're all going to be electric. We're going to be all electric by 2050. So that person says, I better learn something about this. And in fact, the company needs them to learn something about that. So they go to their alma mater, Wayne State, and they sign up for a 6-week course in EVs. They double click that and decide, hey, I not only like EVs, I want to learn more about power electronics or about data transfer or about Internet of Things, or I want to learn about connectivity or vehicle to vehicle. They get another notice from Wayne State saying you want to take the next course. So Wayne State provides a very vital service and generates revenue with the Amesite solution, and the Amesite solution scales. And of course, one element of compensation for us is user fees. So we not only have a license fee, but and content creation fees, but also user fees. So as they build their systems.
And so is the application for somebody like a Henry Ford pretty similar to that?
Henry Ford is somewhat similar. Henry Ford wants to deliver education. They started off with teacher training. They are focused on innovation. And so in Henry Ford's case, they wanted to teach everybody how to teach innovation. So they taught K-12 teachers how to teach innovation, and they taught it all on the Amesite platform, and they gave it great reviews. It's important to note that we're agnostic on pedagogy. We will teach anything on the platform. We want to make sure that user experience is good. So unlike, say, a Pluralsight, which is focused on IT, we've taught everything from, Psych 101 to AI for global managers.
Amazing. Awesome. Yeah. Well, thanks for answering a couple of those questions there, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie Sastry, she's CEO and chair at Amesite. It's ticker AMST. And on our presentation, the website just popped up there, amesite.com. Any other tips on getting a hold of somebody from Amesite, Anne-Marie?
Absolutely. info@amesite.com. I read them all. And also, you're welcome to reach out to Dave Gentry at Redshift.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much, Anne-Marie. You have a nice weekend.
Thank you. You too, Brent. Take care.
All right, later.